Good afternoon, it's Eric from RockstarComputers and iPhone Repair once again, and we're here today to do our number 4 in our video series, which is dedicated to DIY repairs gone wrong. And today we have a couple of props that we're going to show you from some repairs that we didn't make or were unable to make after the customer had been in and tried to do their own repair. So this is something that happens quite frequently here in our market in Boise, Idaho. And it's astonishing what we have seen here in our short tenure of 18 months or so. So first thing we want to talk about is how and when not to do a DIY repair. So there are certain things that I would like to suggest to people if they're going to try to do their own DIY repair. So obviously if money's no object, then hack at it. If you are actually trying to save the device or you care about the data that is contained within the device, it is best to always bring it into a professional like us. But to each their own. Today we're just going to show you some of the things that we've seen over this time to help maybe make your decision for you if you were thinking about doing a DIY repair. Okay, so the first thing we have here today is a laptop motherboard that had a DC jack issue. Looks like they had some physical damage to where their charging port, where their charger goes, was actually broken out. So it wasn't the part itself, because the jack where the power cord goes looks fine, but behind that, which is all in this area here, is where the problem is. So they must have broken some of the supports that are inside the chassis, which would usually require a bottom case replacement, or a back cover, which is like one of these guys, and or some careful maneuvering of this charging port, which we can do. So this particular customer had actually used, I'm going to bring this in close, used a wooden dowel with window caulking, or just caulking, not sure, silicone caulking. There's just no other way to put it. And so that is a terrible go at trying to secure this jack. So this computer nonetheless came in completely smoked. They pretty much smoked their entire computer to where it's basically unrepairable. I mean, it could be repairable, but from a standpoint of whether it's going to be worth it or not, this is a non-repairable issue because this computer was a very cheap computer to begin with. So that's prop number 1. So we also have here for you today an iPhone screen that someone tried to install themselves. So this is a common notion people get. They go on eBay, they check on Google, like, oh, how much is a screen? Can't be that hard to repair, can't be that expensive to get. So I'm going to check it out on Google or check it out on eBay. So they go on eBay or Amazon and they go, oh, iPhone 6 Plus screen. I'm going to go ahead and order that up. It's $20. Cool. I don't need to pay those guys $100 at the professional shop because they have excellent reviews and they do great work. I'm just going to take a crack at it myself. So here's an instance where a customer decided to take a crack at it themselves. They ordered one of those cheap $20 screens off of eBay. And if you can see here, so this is an iPhone screen, if you want to call it that. But it is a screen that may have at least worked for a couple days or so if it had been installed correctly. But this user decided to screw, I don't know if you can see that hole there, put it there in the light, but you can see that little hole right there in that flex cable, and that is actually a hole that is not designed to be there. So this customer screwed through the display connector that is for display of the phone. So like where you would get picture, they screwed through that, brought the phone in with no display, of course, and then asked us to repair it. So, you know, there's a sign that I've seen that some people have in their shop as a joke. It says like their hourly rate is like $60. It says it's $75 if you watch, and then it's $100 if you had worked on the device beforehand. And that's kind of how it is. It's just that we have to go in there and diagnose things that are just completely out of the spectrum of like our reality, because we don't believe that the things that come in are real. We've seen things over time, from iPads with that same window caulking as adhesive, to people using different screens on different phones, like try to use an iPhone 6s screen on an iPhone 6 or vice versa. All of those things are terrible goes at trying to fix their electronics, and they end up spending even more money than if they had just come to us in the beginning, and that's the sad part. You know, we really don't like to laugh. It's not a laughing matter around here, honestly. It's pretty sad. We just encourage everyone to you know, to come in. We have great pricing on everything. Everything is fair. We have the best prices in the Treasure Valley here in Idaho, and really competitive pricing in our California location. So thanks again for watching. Please like and share this video, and we'll hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye.